I am Scorpion. I fight for. Fuck, I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Will not do it. Okay, guys. I'm going to get to the meat and grits of the review of Mortal Kombat 2021. First of all, I would like to just say that I'm not going to be truly just want to beat this movie up over the head. I will say that I did spend $15 to get HBO Max to watch this movie. And I'm going to just be real. Do I think this movie was great? The most incredible? Do I think it was better than this one right here, the original one? Not really. Let's go with the pros first of all. With this particular Mortal Kombat, of course, the original movie, it wasn't really gory. In this one, you do get your fatalities, you get your gore. So that's a pro to this movie. I have to say that it's another pro that you have Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the movie. Now do you want me to get to the cons? When I first saw this trailer a couple of months back, I was psyched. I was like, oh shit, Mortal Kombat coming back in the damn theaters and doing all this shit. And I'm seeing Scorpion, I'm seeing Sub-Zero. I'm like, okay, this got a different arc. It's going to be centered around those characters. Let's get one thing straight. About a week and a half ago, give or take, I saw the 7-minute teaser on the YouTubes, and it drew me in. Seeing what happened to Scorpion's family, seeing the stuff that was going on, I said, man, this is deep, and it's like it's going to have heart. And here's the thing. The first 20 plus minutes of this movie were amazing, because it showed that part right there and everything. But if I knew before I watched this movie that this movie would have none of Scorpion in the movie, and I know what you're saying, what are you talking about, Jug? Scorpion is not in this fucking movie like that. They are centering the movie around Scorpion's great grandson. I shit you not. Scorpion comes back in the movie close to the end of the fucking movie. And that ain't even a turning point. In the movie, let's break down the character synopsis. And now, like I said, I'm still. Like I said, if you watch this movie, yeah, spoilers. Sorry, I should have put that on there. I don't give a fuck, because you have Kano, good old Kano here. The actor that plays he's doing an excellent job. But what they did to Kano's character is weird. First of all, Kano is helping Sonya and them. Yeah, I know it's crazy, Sonya and Kano. Don't get me wrong, she was still trying to chase him and shit. But Kano was going to lead them to this temple or whatever, right? Sonya is not skeptical as how Sonya was in the original movie. Sonya already knows about the stuff dealing with the mythos of all the shit. Outworld and all this shit. Which I find very, very weird. But anyway, with Kano's character, and with most of the characters in here, I mean, you got Kung Lao, you got Liu Kang, you got Sonya, Jax. But here's the thing that is weird. You ever seen the Justice League movie? I saw that. I didn't see the Snyder's cut yet. You ever seen the Avengers? This is what they turned the characters in this fucking movie like. They turned these into fucking superheroes. And what I mean by that, first of all, Kano they're all trying to learn the craft of fighting and this and that. And Kano realized he has the ability to shoot laser out of his eye. I know you said, wait a minute, but Kano was able to shoot? No. Kano, that ability came to be because of what happened to his eye. In this one, there's nothing fucking wrong with his eye. He just gets pissed off. If he gets really, really angered or triggered, he can shoot the laser out of his eye like he's fucking Cyclops from the X-Men. Yeah. And that's not, here's the kicker. Liu Kang can do this magic. Remember close to the end of this movie when Liu Kang threw the fireball? Liu Kang does the shit like it ain't nothing. Woo, 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 woo. It comes, he can do it anything. Matter of fact, the first time you see him, he's... Yeah. Jax, his story arc got changed how he lost his arms. And certain mythos is about Jax. They say his arms got hurt. I remember in Annihilation, his arms were hurt and he really couldn't do his stuff. Like, so they gave him these things he could slide his arms into and whatever, and be able to do his stuff with, right? This one, it kind of goes by the one where Ermac was on, but in this one, it's not Ermac, it's Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero freezes his arms and breaks them. And Jax doesn't die because somehow the freezing solderized the wounds, so he was able to survive. He was taken to the temple, and they had scientists and technicians from all over the world working on Jax to give him these arms. So when you first see Jax with the arms, he has these antimanium skeleton-looking arms, like Terminator arms, the real bony and skinny looking. And Sonya's like Mickey from Rocky trying to motivate him to pick up a rock or some shit. And he's like, I can't do it. He's like, come on, you piece of shit or whatever. Crap, don't eat light and whatever the fuck. So eventually Jax gets real, and then all of a sudden his arms just go like the Jax arms we know. Work. Come on, guys, work with me. I'm giving you the details. So far, no. Well, yeah, so they got superpowers and shit. They the Justice League now in a Mortal Kombat movie. Let's talk about Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung's in the movie. There's no disrespect to the actor that played him. I'm sure he tried his best to do what he could, but they could have just brought back my boy from the original movie. Hell, they brought him back for the video game recently. They could have brought him back. They could have did the de-aging shit on him or whatever and had him as Shang Tsung. Just saying. And then at the same time, Shang Tsung's not even a potent character in this movie. Just like I said with Scorpion, the movie is centered around his son, great-great-grandson or whatever. And that actor, the character, how they did him, it's oh yeah, by the way, he got a superpower too. He can just turn out of nowhere, have a suit come on his body, like a gold suit. And I guess it makes him bulletproof or some shit. I am not making this shit up. This is what the movie, they hyped this shit for so long. And I was one of the biggest marks to get into because I love me some Mortal Kombat. I done played every fucking game. But, man, it just puts a bad taste in my fucking mouth. Got HBO Max and this other shit I could probably watch on that too. I probably ain't gonna watch that movie again. I fell asleep halfway through them. I was like dozing out because the movie was not even clicking with me like that. And like I said, I know like the build and it was good to them build this up, but man, come on, man. I'd rather watch this anytime. I've watched this Mortal Kombat movie so many times. Don't get me wrong, it's flawed too. Like I said, Scorpion and Sub-Zero in this movie are side characters. They get wiped off and killed off quicker than you can blink an eye and stuff like that. But this movie, I just liked it more. Like I said, the guy that played Raiden in the new one, he was pretty cool. Like I said, it's not a knock at the acting of the actors. They're just giving what they're given for the scripts. But the thing about the movie that I found so frustrating to me was that you made all these characters like they're fucking superheroes. Understand in the games they do have these abilities, but the thing about Kano, for instance, like the eye part where he just, so that means he literally has never been pissed off until that point in his life. Come on now. If that's some ability he already has, get the fuck out of here. They have more characters in this one too, also like Cabal's in the movie and everything and like that and all that shit. And it kind of, like I said, when Annihilation came out, I was so psyched about that movie, and when I saw it, I was like, okay, and I ain't really gonna even knock Annihilation too hard like that because it was what it was, but it was not as good as the original movie. But what can I say about Mortal Kombat 2021 that I have not put into as much detail as I could. I'm not watching it again, and I suggest people that if you want to watch it, if you got an inkling to watch it, watch it. But for me, it's a no-go, bro. I sat there and said I spent the money because this was one of the main movies I wanted to watch. But yeah, this has been my review, hopefully not too harsh, of Mortal Kombat 2021. Do not get over here